everyone. Today I want to talk about triggers. I'm just laughing at myself because it's taken me a while to build up even just a fresh record. Um, yeah. I'm going through, well, I've got a few appointments coming up to do with the cancer really. There's a hormone replacement therapy which I may or may not be able to have. That's coming up on the 24th, my first appointment for that, just to see if it's available to me, if I'm at risk of getting more cancer from it or whatever, I don't know, there's lots of things involved with it apparently. My next appointment is on the 22nd, well, first appointment really, is on the 22nd, which is a gynaecologist, which again is cancer related. I think it's linked to this hormone replacement treatment. I don't know what it's going to involve. I don't know if it's going to be an examination or anything. They've not really said much on the letter. I got that a couple of days ago. So that's playing on my mind a little bit. Now, the biggest trigger really is I've had an ex contact me. Now, I don't really want to mention names or anything like that, but you know who you are. You know, you've come forward, you've commented on YouTube, so you know your name's on the comment. If people want to go and find it and read it, then fair enough. But yeah, first of all, yes, I've been triggered. It's something I've not had to deal with for a while because I've not spoken to. I might as well refer to you, to who I'm talking about. I've not spoken to you for a long time. I can hear it now. Your name's going to come out, so I'll just say I've not spoken to you for a long time, Paul. We had a toxic relationship, the pair of us. Both toxic on each one's sides, you know. It's not something that I coped with very well. I was going through a very bad time. My head was up my arse. Whether you want to admit it or not, so was yours. I could type all this out, but you know, there's so much to say. But I could unblock you from Facebook, but I don't want to. That part of my life is over. That friendship is over. I have to. I have to move forward. And I can't have you in my life. Fair enough if you're you know, watching my videos. I can't stop you from doing that. You know, I can't stop you from commenting. Well, I don't think I can. I might be able to, but you know, freedom of speech. You know. I prefer not to, but you know, on past experiences with us and our conversations and things, you know, I hope it, you know, I'd like it not to turn nasty. You know, on my behalf, it won't do because I'm not that sort of person. I don't want it to turn nasty. I'm not out for revenge or anything like that. I don't want to harm you. I know you're going through a lot of problems. I know exactly what problems you've got. Well, obviously not for the past, however long we've not spoken, but you know, prior to that, I know what your problems are, you know, and I know it's hard for you to cope with that sort of thing, very much so, but I can't bring myself into that. I've got to think of my own mental stability, you know. And just having to talk to you about this, it's easier for me to do it like this than it is to unblock you, to type it out, and I don't know, whatever response you make from it. I think it'd be easier and better for you to understand me coming face like this than it is through a text, because I know things can get twisted and misinterpreted over text, you know, very much so. My way of texting might not be the way somebody else understands what I'm getting through, you know. I know it can be like that verbally as well. You know, it can be like that, you know. Chalk and cheese, you know, I could be speaking French to an alien and they wouldn't know what's going on. It can be like that. So as much as you know, as much as times we've had together as knowing each other, you know, over the years, we've known each other for a long time. I've had to make hard choices on certain people I let into my life. People with anger issues, for starters. It triggers me. It triggers me bad. It makes me do things that I don't want to do. It's like now, just even the build up to pressing record, I've not felt like this for a bit. So it's a bit of a flat. Tidying up where I don't need to tidy up and things like that, you know, it kicks off the OCD, and I'm trying to control that. It's not just the OCD it kicks off other things. It kicks off me picking my skin, it kicks off me not wanting to go outside. I mean, I'm in that stage, not the picking the skin so much, but wanting to stay inside, and I've been moving out of that. I've been going outside and doing things and beforehand. I mean, the appointments, yeah, they do this to me anyway. I get anxious and I get all flappy, but that's usually a couple of days before. But more to the point, since I've had contact from RuPaul, it's triggering me. I can feel it now, you know, the panic, the anxiety. I can't be around people like that make me feel like that. You know, I'm starting to well up, you know, I don't want to be in that place anymore. I don't want to feel like that anymore. And I shouldn't have to. I understand that you want to get in contact and say sorry, and I'm grateful for that. Thank you very much for doing that, you know. I don't know if maybe you're realising your side of things, but even that, it's good that you're realising your own mental state or whatever, or feeling sorry for what you've done, you know, feeling sorry for yourself for that, you know, and you want some forgiveness, and I will give you that, you know. I'm all for that, but as much as I don't mind you on my channel, as much as I don't mind you commenting, as long as obviously it's within reason, the comments, like they've been fine, you know, but I'm not going to stand for anything like it was in the past, you know. Like you want forgiveness for those messages that you sent. You know, I didn't go deep into them. I just left them as they was. You know, the first lines, I knew exactly what was happening. Whether you knew that I was at Creamfields or not, and decided to do it, because I know it was while I was at Creamfields, and people who know me know it's my therapy session. It was my yearly sort of treat to myself for withstanding another year, you know, and moving forward. And now when it comes to specific times to contact someone with toxic thoughts, that sort of like what I know, it comes at a time where if it was a psychologist or somebody through domestic abuse, they would see that as toxic. They would see that as you intentionally trying to trigger me, and I would see that as you trying to intentionally trigger me. And I did see that as that approach, that specific time, that specific message, you know. And and there was no reason for it. You know, we'd not spoken for ages. I'd not contacted you, you'd not contacted me. There was no specific reason other than me going on about me going to Greenfields for the weekend before, you know, getting so excited and buzzing and telling everybody on Facebook, oh yeah, 2 more days, 1 more sleep, you know, getting really excited. Now I've had partners do that in the past. My first Greenfield experience, an ex-partner, there was no reason for him to feel jealous or anything like that. I'm not that sort of person. I was having the time of my life. It was my first experience at Greenfields, and he tried to pull me down while I was there. You know, he tried to. He knew it was for my therapy reasons. He knew exactly what it was for. You know, he'd spoken length about it. He thought I was going off with other people because the telephone signal was terrible there. You can't get one, especially when you're online. You go into the Greenfields on Facebook and everybody is just constantly on about how shit the phone signal is. If you're not on, I think it's 3, their signal's brilliant there. Yeah, you get 4 bars, but when you're on gift gap like me, or O2 or any of the other networks, it's shit. It's absolute shit. No bars. No, you can't get online. You can't text anybody. You can't even fucking find your friends there. You know how that. You know, it's just that mad. But he couldn't get that. Whether he knew that or not, he used it as a weapon to bring me down after Greenfields. Where he did, he brought me down with a big bang, you know, and that's toxic behaviour. And to me, when he contacted me at Greenfields, even though I didn't see them until I got home, you know, whether it was a ploy to make me feel bad while I was there, it didn't work. I couldn't see your messages anyway, but you'd be happy to know that it was a good time up until the Sunday night where I had that lag kicked in and I freaked out. I had a massive panic attack. You might be happy to know that, you might not. You know, that's if you wanted my time to be spoiled, but no, it wasn't spoiled by a message or anything like that. The message wasn't even acknowledged, and that's why I blocked you. I knew what it was about. I knew what he was trying to do. He was trying to manipulate a reaction from me, and I wasn't going to give you that. I have done in the past, you know. I probably would have gone back at you, you know. I'm not that sort of person anymore. See, it'll take me ages to type all this down to you, and if you know, I don't know if you understand it or not. I mean, I know you have your issues. We all do. But I choose not to let certain people with certain issues into my life anymore. It's not that I'm being nasty. It's not that I hate you or anything like that. It's just to protect my own head. Protect me for what it does to me. I mean, you know exactly what I do when my head's up my arse. You know about the suicide attempts. You know about the drinking. You know about the drugs. You know about everything else. You know, I don't have to go into deep, dark things. You know about a lot of things. And you've accused me of a lot more that I haven't done, you know, swings and roundabouts in it there. I can't live with that sort of thing anymore. But yeah, feel free to comment whatever you want to on YouTube. I'm not going to block you, obviously, unless it gets nasty, then YouTube will block you anyway. I won't be replying to you other than this will be my final reply. I don't want to bring that friendship back again. I've moved on too far for that. I've become very protective of myself, my environment, who I let into my life. I'm letting the world into my life at the moment, but I'm safe behind the screen in my bubble. And in my immediate sort of life, I do have full control on who I let in and out. but I won't be replying to your comments. I might like them, you know, if it's a nice one, you know. I'm not going to jump at, you know, it's like you want to see more pictures, more videos of Saki, you know. Yeah, she'll be in them. I'm not going to do them on purpose, like, but she'll be in them. I know you like cats. I hope you still have your own. I can't remember her name. Tatty, something like that. I think. I'm sorry if I can't remember her. You love the cat, yeah. But yeah, as far as please don't get offended that I don't reply to your comments or anything like that, or don't unblock you from Facebook or unblock your phone number or anything like that. No, don't get offended. It's just how I have to be. It's just what I have to do with people from my past. You know, I mean, obviously, in the future, if ever you manage to get over your own anger issues and things like that, stress issues and that, you know, fair enough, you know, good luck to you. I don't know, maybe my videos might give you a bit of understanding onto my aspect of things, and maybe that might settle your own mind in what was going on in our relationship, you know, instead of taking it personally, like it was an attack at you. You know, like I'm not trying to take it personally, like you're attacking me. It's just something that we do. It's just our own mental states that make us do these sorts of things. And I have to stop these triggers from this happening. The same as you. You know, I could trigger you and you could trigger me. We did. You know, we can't deny that we did. We triggered each other, intentionally or unintentionally. You know. It happens, and unfortunately those sorts of relationships, friendships, even in work environments or anything like that, I need to stay away from. It makes me ill. It is what makes me poorly. My head can't cope. Being in any sort of relationship like that. I do hope that you understand. I'm not making this video to upset you or anything like that. It's just a lot easier for me to do it this way than I'm blocking you, typing it all out, then blocking you again. You know, it's just easier. It really is, and that's what my life's about now. I've got to make things easy. I've got to make it so I feel comfortable in doing things, and this is how I feel comfortable. And I need to get it out, and I need to get it said, because I've not been able to say it for years, how exactly what I thought about our relationship. Obviously I'm not going to put it all on on YouTube, you know. There's parts of our relationship that, you know, tragic, very tragic, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But both of our heads weren't in the right place. Mine certainly wasn't in the right place, and that's why I did what I did. I don't know your thoughts and feelings on that. I know what they were at the time. You know, I think about it every day. It affected me, and I'm sure it affected you. Sorry, people. I'm not going to tell you what happened. I just need to chill myself down a bit. I'll be okay. Sorry. I wasn't going to smoke while I was doing these videos, but I need to smoke. And yes, this is a joint. This is one of my coping things. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts. Yeah, so Paul, if you don't think I get affected by this, I do. I didn't do what I did out of spite or anything like that. I wouldn't have been able to have coped in whatever scenario that, you know, if it had carried out, whatever scenario would have happened in the end, whether you had had or whether I had, I couldn't have coped either way. And maybe if I'd have found out a bit later on, then yeah, things would have turned out different. But I found out straight away, straight after, and that's why I did it then. There was no time for development, and that's why I took that choice. I don't regret it. No, I don't regret it. I do think about what would have happened, you know, but no, I don't regret it. It was what I had to do at that time. Maybe now, yeah, I could carry it on. I could go through. But at that time, no. My head was just way too far up my arse. And it was just unexpected. It was, you know, I did try to take precautions. You said that it would be fine. You know, you never tempt fate, is it? You know. But yeah, sorry about that, people, Paul. But yeah, it did affect me, and it still does affect me, as you can see. Yeah, horrible. My dog wouldn't hurt at all. But yeah, not a horrible person. It wouldn't hurt at all. But yeah, now change the subject. So, Paul, I really do hope you understand, and I'm ever so sorry. I am ever so sorry that we didn't work out. But like I say, please, please respect my wishes. And it's not that I hate you. I'm not trying to get revenge or blocking you for no reason whatsoever. It's just purely for my own mental health, for my own mental stability. See, my brain keeps wanting to go back there, and I don't want it to. It has no place there anymore. I don't need everything that it brings up and the triggers in me for what it does to me, how it affects my life, how it stops me from doing stuff. I've been trying to get out of this sort of thing for a long time. And you know, it'd be nice to stop it. It was only the other day that I was saying that, you know, I've not been put in a big enough trigger situation to see if they're working or not. But I think being able to sit there and talk about it and analyse a trigger, what's triggering me and why, and you know, the effect it has on me. Hopefully it will help people understand just that I'm not ignoring him, I'm not being nasty or anything like that. It's just how it affects me. Just even somebody saying hello, you know, it doesn't take much. It's how I deal with it after that's the main thing. You know, normally I probably would have had a couple of bottles of wine, a load of drugs, and got off my head and done a load of stupid things, you know. Yeah, that would have been my normal go-to years ago. But no, it's not that sort of thing anymore. I have to protect myself. Yeah, and doing that's not good, because I have been sort of like arrested before, just going off my head, trying to commit suicide and things like that. It's just not the sort of place I want to be anymore. So yes, I do apologise, Paul. I won't be commenting. I won't be trying to sort of like play, you know, a fake friendship. I'm not a fake person. I can't do that. And I do hope that you understand the reasons why. You know, feel free to carry on commenting. You know, I will like them. I'll put a like if it's a nasty one. Obviously, like I say, YouTube will take that down, or I'll probably analyse you and rip into you that way, instead of taking it out on myself like I used to. I'll probably just do another video and explain everything all over video calmly, nicely, and just let you know what it's doing to me. Because obviously you won't have known, because I didn't open up like this, or even when I tried, I just couldn't. Whether it was my own mental state stopping me, or whether it was the arguments stopping, you know. Taking a break to have a think, and then somebody else's voice coming in instead, and pinging another trigger. You know, it's this is an easier way for me to talk about things. Talk about things that we've not. Well, I suppose I've tried to type it out, but whether you've seen, you can't see the emotion behind typing, can you? You know. But yeah. Thank you very much for apologising, Paul, and I do wish you all the luck in the world. You know, I hope you heal in all ways, and I wish you all the luck. You know, I wish you well. But yeah, I think I've waffled on enough. Sorry for the tears, and sorry for having a quick puff on my spliff. It's what I have to do sometimes. But yeah, I think I need to go and have some happy time now. Probably with some loud music, have a quick dance around the flat, and then I think I'm going to treat myself to some spending time in town, go and get some treats or something like that. Go and buy something nice for myself. Go and buy myself something pretty. I was actually thinking of some polymer clay actually. I've got some at the moment. I do like making like polymer clay mushrooms. I shall show you. I make little polymer clay mushrooms. I'm making some fly agaric ones at the moment. So I was wondering, maybe if I got some polymer clay in a little setup, that you might like to watch me make some little mushrooms. It's all I seem to be able to do at the moment. I can't like draw at the moment. Not I can, but you know, I've just not got the concentration. I can't draw photography when I've not got the concentration. You know, but pretty good artist. Portraits and things like that. You know, they look very realistic. I can't even draw, you know, a smiley face when my brain's not in the right place. It's very strange. I think that I've put that down to, I don't know, it's weird. When I'm triggered and I can't draw, because I revert back to like being a terrified child, I'm thinking, well, maybe because I didn't know how to draw when I was a child, maybe that part of my brain just doesn't know how to draw. It can't connect it all up. It can't envision anything. Or my brain's that packed with spiraling thoughts that I can't envision the picture to create something. It's quite amazing how being triggered impacts my brain on so many different levels. But yeah, once I get the happy hormones going again with some nice music and a bit of happiness and dancing around and jumping and whatever, like, it's all like my brain comes back. But then there's all sorts of things that keeps my interest, so I'm quite good. I jump from one project to another, unfortunately, but you know, there is projects that I will sit there and I will complete. But yeah, I think I need to go and get some happy time now and finish off and do. I know it's not a nice habit, but it's one of my coping mechanisms. It just lets me keep my head nice and it's like an antidepressant basically for me. or a tranquilizer. You know, people take Valium, you know, Prozac or whatever they call it. Um, I am prescribed the stuff, but they won't give me a lot, which is fair enough. You know, they don't want me zombied out all the time, and I usually take it just before appointments to stop panic attacks and things like that. So um, it's just a quick fix, you know, keeps me nice and quiet, nice and calm when I'm stressed. Some people drink, that sends me sideways, it's not good. But anyway, I should stop waffling on. But yeah, bye bye everyone. Bye.